Having trouble doing damage after the crap update? Well, you're in luck.
The first tip is to actually use the werewolf helmet. The werewolf helmet is essentially kind of like the Crown of Greed. The Crown of Greed was nerfed to the ground, so it's essentially unusable. And I mean, I'm too poor to use Warden helmet, so the Fierce Werewolf helmet is literally any reforge on the werewolf helmet. That 10 ferocity is going to increase your damage by 10% plus the additional reforges, which is really, really good. So yeah, definitely use werewolf helmet. So I'm going to be using the helmet with Reaper set, 3 forges. You should put it on Ancient. The enchants don't really matter that much. However, this is just my setup, so if you want to replicate it, forging doesn't really matter for my skills, but I'm currently combat 51 and forging 36, so let's get right into the test. And okay, so now that we got our armor, we have a Reaper Falchion. This Reaper Falchion is essentially pretty much maxed. I mean, Smite 6, Critical 6. It's a very, very good Reaper Falchion. I mean, obviously, yeah, it doesn't have Fable, it doesn't have Withered, blah, 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 but like, that doesn't really matter. So what we're going to be actually doing is testing the Reaper Falchion damage with this set. We're not going to be using the ability, although the ability would increase our damage by like, I don't know, like, 50%, but we're not going to be using the ability, and we're not going to be counting ferocity, so we're going to be testing it on a level 30 Cryptical. And we don't even duel 200k, which kind of sucks. I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, I used to be able to do like way more damage with the sword. So I mean, I used to literally be able to do like almost 1 million damage, and it sucks right now. So that's unfortunate. However, the trick to dealing more damage after the update is actually a enchant that is almost tripled in price. It's called One for All. Now we have, yes, this is recombobulated. Yes, it has Withered and this doesn't. However, that is not the important part. The important part is the One for All enchantment. So we're going to be testing this damage out on a Cryptical as well. And hopefully it would just stand still. Boom. Literally double your damage with this. Easy. It is pretty expensive, however, it is super worth it if you cannot afford Axe of the Shredded and you're just going to be using this. And there's one more test. Unfortunately, this next thing does not actually work on the boss. However, I'm going to be showing you how it works. So, the next item is going to be the Soul's Rebound. Now, how the Soul's Rebound works is it marks enemies, and after 5 seconds, all the damage that you did is increased to Private Silence. We're using our Reaper Falchion. Withered might not deal more damage than Fable Dow because of the Strength nerf. However, I'm just having it on Withered because the damage is more consistent. We're also going to have our Soul's Rebound item in the same setup as before. Use the Werewolf Helmet, please, guys. It is really good. It is really strong. Unfortunately, this tactic only works on non-Enderman mobs. So you're going to want to only use this on non-Enderman mobs. And this setup obviously doesn't work, but I would just use full werewolf for Enderman mobs. So here we go. This does not work on Slayer bosses, unfortunately, but it does work on pretty much everything else. So let's go ahead and do the damage test. So obviously it's a dummy, so I have to wind back here, and let's get started. And that's 4.8 mil. I didn't even use my Reaper ability. So let me just finish this guy off real quick, and I'll show you another example. Boom. 5 mil because we got a good ferocity. Now we're going to actually use our ability, which is our sneak ability, and this will make us deal a lot more damage. So let me show you. 5.8 mil to a zombie in 5 seconds. Now, before the update, it might not have been as good. However, after the update, the admins, for some reason, literally, like, my damage is 1/3 of what it used to be, so these tips really helped me, these weapons, and they're very cheap. Like, yeah, it's, you know, 1-for-all is pretty expensive right now, but you can get some pretty cheap 1-for-all weapons on Age, and that'll really help increase your damage. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Like, we haven't posted in a little bit, so I hope this video helps everyone, especially mid-game players and late-game players that got extremely affected by this. The admins are kind of dumb because they wanted to help mid-game and late-game players. Unfortunately, this update is completely trash. I mean, come on, it's literally completely trash, and I don't know what they're thinking. So if you guys could just, you know, spread the message and tell the admins that, you know, we don't like this update and we, you know, want it reverted, you know, that would be really good. Like, please, my damage is so bad, but I hope this helped you. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and watching this video. I really appreciate it. IGN is _Q9 now, _Q9_, and this is my co-op DrWiggen. We're going to be posting way more videos soon, so if you guys enjoyed that, subscribe, and I'm saying subscribe too much. Alright, peace.